Hello, hello, hello. This heat is just not good for natural hair. But I'm tuning in from a totally different location to where I normally do. I was running out of time, but of course I did not want to not tune in with you guys. Um, so I'm here in the park. If you're tuned in, give me some hearts, some thumbs up, and let me know where you're tuning in from. As we're going to continue to talk about the common entrepreneurship struggles and how to overcome them. And yeah, you guys are catching me raw. This is how I look in the morning. I still have like my gym clothes on. My hair is like frizzing up because it's hot, and this wasn't a good idea to to get my hair straightened, I guess. But anyway, I'm gonna let Facebook rev up its people. Columbus, Ohio. What's up, Key? Out of Columbus, Ohio. Thanks for tuning in. I'm gonna give it a couple seconds and let Facebook do its thing. But I'm not gonna be long because I am on my phone, and you know Facebook Live always let the battery die really fast. I really love this thing. So it looks like I'm drinking like Kool-Aid, but I'm really drinking water. I have like the infused water bottle where I put all the fruit at the bottom, and then when you shake it and stuff like that, the water goes at the top. Isn't that cool? I always buy, when I put my fruit in, I always buy like frozen organic berries because I use it for my smoothies. But I like putting it in the infuser because being that it's frozen makes your water cold. Also too, it like infuses into the water faster, so it makes it like way more, like this would not be this red if I just used, oh, all these bugs are growing on me. This would not be this red if I used regular fruit. Isn't it cool? So I have blueberries, strawberries, I think raspberries, a little bit of lime. And I actually use basil in it, and it gives it kind of like a. You would think basil is kind of like I'm drinking a strawberry pizza, but with the minty flavor, it tastes fun. It tastes pretty good. I saw the recipe somewhere, so I like it. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and start. And for those who are tuned in or can catch the replay, so all week I've been talking about, the common entrepreneurship struggles that we particularly go through. I personally go through. There's some that I still continue to overcome. I don't really look at them as like, struggles or things. It's just something like, as far as feedback that I need to work on in what areas. So I had gave email out to my mailing list earlier today, and had shared how, um, a lot of the struggles that we say we're particularly going through are just excuses. And here's why I can say this, and I'm not being in a harsh space. I said this yesterday, but I had shared this earlier in my mailing list this morning. It's personally something I went through. Like a lot of times too, when entrepreneurs, like I said, we've been trained to be workers. Like, we're not used to being our own boss and things like that. So it's hard. This is a whole different journey than what we're particularly used to. So, and especially those who do take on the leap of entrepreneurship, a lot of us are, looked as the extraordinary people. So because of that, we may, for many entrepreneurships, maybe perfectionists, or, definitely want to get things right, want to succeed, stuff like that. We think a little differently than the average person. So with that being said, and us being like, perfectionists, want to get things right, want to have success, want to, hit the ground running and things like that, we tend to justify ourselves in ways as soon as something comes up as a little hint of failure or something that's not working. So when you have the particular struggles that you're going through or whatever, we quickly justify and be like, this is not where, and we kind of get a little harder on ourselves rather than looking at it as something simple. I always try to look at things now. I wasn't always this way. And I definitely thank my coach for helping me change my mindset to look at things as just, simple things are part of the business. It comes with the territory. So whenever I have, what we would say struggles or hurdles or things that's particularly hard, it's just like, okay, this is simple. I just got to find a solution, and look at it more of, instead of a struggle, something that we need to look to find a solution to. So, I found that to be a lot more easier, and I have to remember, like, it's not going to shift and change overnight. It's something that once you get out of your own way, then yes, it do shift and change, but that was particularly one of the things that I had to personally look at, the hardships or struggles that we go through in entrepreneurship, to not look, oh God, this is just not working, to not look at it like it's, a struggle. It's not working. That's one thing I definitely want to say, because like I said, when I've been talking about, when I said on the live the other day, what's your IQ factor, is very important for you to know that, because if you know what's your I quit factor, that's something that you need to immediately directly work on. Because if it's something very small that is like, oh well, if I keep getting too many rejections, I'm just not going to do it, that shows is more of something that you're resistant to and where you need to work on. So I've talked about this past week on fear of rejection, not having enough capital, what other struggles, time management, which was key. I got a lot of great feedback from that live video. I think that was that yesterday? No, that was Tuesday. Yesterday I talked about support, needing and wanting support from your friends and family, and being that you're not going to always get it. So today, one of the particular struggles that I've got back and I want to talk about today is engaging with people. So needing people skills, like, sometimes your particular clientele or things like that may be like a nuisance to work with, working with people in their mindset. So I want to talk, I know I'm in the park, so these damn squirrels, excuse me, I don't need nothing jumping up on me on live, and y'all gonna be sharing this thing and trending topic me and going viral because I'm screaming all over live. I don't need that happening to me. So what do I have to say as far as developing people skills and working with people and dealing with people and their attitudes? Bless you. Dealing with people and their attitudes, the clientele that is just like a nuisance, particularly to work on. Some people may know what I would say about this, but if you are having clients who are like who you're mostly engaging in, and they're not the client, like they're not getting your service, they're not kind of understanding what it is that you particularly do, or anything like that, then I would say, for one, you need to be very direct with who you're servicing. If you're one of those entrepreneurs that be like, we serve everybody because everybody can use our service, then you might want to work on your marketing. And marketing is one of the areas that I'm going to talk about tomorrow, actually. So, you may want to be very precise and specific with your marketing. Here's why. Because a lot of times people, like I said, I speak and have this conversation with entrepreneurs all the time, and I particularly had this issue and this thought process myself, and I definitely had to change and tweak. And like I said, I over the years with mentoring and coaching, that has definitely helped change my mind about it. And then also too, now that I coach my clients, I see it from a different lens and kind of can relate a lot more, because like I said, I walk the same path. Here's what I used to say: well, I don't want to just cater to this crowd or just these people. I help everybody. Everybody can use my service. Everybody need, like, especially when I was like, as far as like personal training, I'm like, everybody needs to work out. Everybody can do this. And I wasn't being very specific. And the reason why you need to get very specific is not to cut out the people. It's just to focus on who you're going to talk to and market to. Okay, so, and the reason why is because when you're advertising and putting your brand and things out there, you know who you're talking to. So if you focus on one particular audience or just like a group, you're a lot more specific, and other people end up being attracted to it anyway. But you can't, like, everybody's not going to buy your product. You can't speak to everyone, because if you talk to everyone, you're not going to get anywhere. That's just like I said, you can't have a service for everything, be a jack of all trades and a master of none. So that was really like big for me, because once I stayed specific about who exactly I want to help and service and who I have a better expertise with, it was easier that I got other clients that might not fit my particular, what we call like an avatar, and I'll go into this tomorrow. But when I got specific, it was so much easier with marketing and advertising and selling, because when you definitely work and know who you're talking to, you know the solutions to their problems, you know what they're going to. When you do your research and really go over, what you are, marketing to and how you're going to service those people, then you get specific and you're able to attract. It's called attraction marketing, by the way, but you're able to attract who wants your service rather than just talking to everybody, and then you're getting annoyed and aggravated with the people who don't even fit your demographic for your product. Like I said yesterday, when you're just marketing to only your friends and family, and then you're looking for their support, they weren't the person that's supposed to be buying your product anyway. So if it's something that does not fit or work for them, and they're not supporting, it's not that they don't support, they don't have a need for it, or they don't understand. They're not in your demographic. So that's like you have a product for all women, etc., and you're just talking to all your guy friends and family. Now granted, they can help you get women clients and stuff like that, but you got to be very specific when it comes to who you're talking to. So if you do that, that will help the frustration of dealing with people who aren't buying into your service or being your customer, or don't have the mindset to what you want. Because when you're talking to those who already get it, it's but so much you have to say. Like I said, when I was marketing and stuff, doing as far as with health and nutrition, I'm not going to talk to someone who goes to McDonald's every day and barely ever work out and sedentary, and they don't care. Because I'm going to still talk and market, and eventually I actually did get some people to turn over and roll over. I was particularly one of them. But when I stayed specific about those who already got it, it was easier for me to get clients. I'm not going to say they just come blowing through the door, but it's a lot easier that way, and you're less frustrated, and then you're not complaining. Lord, y'all just saw my hair deflate on live. Then you're not complaining and feeling like, you have clients and people just dropping like flies and not doing that. So, it's first of all, this is your brand, your business, and it's you're your boss. You choose who you want to work with. Your clients and customers, it's kind of like you do an interview process of who you want to work with. When you do that, you're a lot more happier with your brand, your business. You're a lot more happier when it comes to marketing. It gets fun, because like I said, when I got very specific about who it is, I knew who I was talking to. I felt like I was talking to myself in ways. You get what I'm saying? Not to say your brand or product or service isn't something that is actually a service to you only, but if you're not a product of the product, and you're giving off a service that you even probably won't even buy, it's gonna be kind of tough, getting out there. Unless you just like super sales, you already have like sales skills, and you just kind of fake it till you make it kind of person. But for genuine people who don't do that or don't want to have that and want to build a very genuine brand, that's something that you particularly need to work on. The next thing that I want to talk about is as far as dealing with people and the headache that you got to go through. It's important, and I say this in everywhere, and this particular thing I'm about to say really ties into all areas of what you're particularly struggling with. But you need to work on yourself. Oh Lord, I thought something flew on me again. You need to work on yourself. Personal growth and development is really important. What are you feeding into your ears that seeks into your mind? Because what you feed into your ears, what you hear, and your eyes and what you read seeks into your mind, which also speaks into your language, which also speaks into your energy, which also speaks into, your whole vibe on how you deal and work with the client. Let me tell you guys, and sometimes it comes across that way, but not really when it comes to business customer service. But I was very impatient. I was very defensive. I always used to tell myself I hate sales, I don't like this and this and that, and I used to always keep feeding negative things into my mind that wasn't a service to my business. So I had to change that. And how did I change that? Like I said, I go to different workshops, seminars. I surround myself with, as far as, like-minded individuals who are doing what I want, who are successful in their business, they're money motivated, they're business savvy, things like that. I went to trainings, workshops, let me tell y'all, when you get into network marketing, that's where you take advantage. It's not always about, the product and the business. And I hear, people feel as though it's a crappy industry, it's not a real business, all these things. But the skill sets that you work on in there, like I'm saying, it's a vehicle. Network marketing is a vehicle, and it's the best area where if you take advantage, where you can get a lot of hands-on coaching and training, especially if you have good uplines and mentors. But not even still, if you go to the events and network with the people, you're already automatically putting yourself around those like-minded individuals. You're getting the coaching and training for pennies. Like I said, when you go on a lot of these events and stuff like that outside of your network and not totally cater to, your company or anything like that, you're paying hundreds, sometimes thousands of dollars. I've seen trainings and workshops that's $5,000, and some of this stuff, I'm like, this is the same old things that we worked on to discuss when I was in XYZ company. I've had training from Tony Robbins, his proteges, his protege that he personally worked on came to our workshop, and guess what? It was like $50 for the training, or maybe $125 tops or something for a weekend. You get what I'm saying? Like, you're not paying crazy money, so take advantage of those opportunities. This is what I did. I've learned so much of what I know now through network marketing, and I built some income and stuff in between, but not everybody do. But learn and get engaged into that, because like I said, you get to work on yourself and personal development. When you go out here on your own, unless you go to, workshops and entrepreneurships, things like that, you can. But like I said, sometimes they're more money, and things like that. You get to kind of really go in and see how to really run a business, because if you can really build and grow a network marketing business, if you can build and grow a team within network marketing, you've learned how to master to build like, as far as an audience, just all those kind of things. So I sound like the Dunham man from New Jack City talking about but you get to work on that. So that's one of the great things I personally like about network marketing. And I always advise, and I'll probably do, like I said, another live video down the road about what, my personal intake as far as network marketing. But I always advise getting involved into something that you personally believe in, or that you like, or, have some particular passion or need, or can use or need those services. And then also kind of understand and know your margins. I talked about before, and I've done a training with some of my clients, specifically those within network marketing, on how to go through and engage and know what are the right network marketing opportunities for you. And I really focused on making sure you know about the 8 points of alignment with that. So to go back on the particular, that's why I don't like going for my phone, because people can call. The particular topic where, working with people and, dealing with, all that crap with them. If you do, a lot of the work by working on yourself and mastering yourself, mastering your attitude, mastering patience, mastering how to deal with them, mastering the skill set of, a mindset, mastering the skill set of humbling yourself, mastering yourself with talking and engaging with clients, sales, things like that, man, that stuff is like, it doesn't even bother you. Y'all know I'm in Harlem, so it's always sirens. So like I said, this is a totally different life from any other day. But when you do that, you I'll give it a second. In case y'all can't hear me. But when you do that and you work on yourself, these struggles no longer become a hurdle to you. They just become stepping stones. So I wanted to wrap up with that. Like I said, I like to keep this short. Tomorrow I am going to go into, for those who have shared the struggles, my allergies starting to bother me. For those who have shared the struggle when it comes to, working with people and dealing with that. Sorry, I'm like trying to find something. I'm doing a lot on this live video than y'all normally do, but I appreciate y'all tuning in. But yeah, when you work on those particular things, it gets so much easier, and it's like not as much as a struggle. So I hope that was helpful. If it is, definitely leave a comment. I'll hold on tight here for just a second or two. Make sure I can see the comments. Alright, so I can't find what I'm looking. Oh, here it is. These sitting outside of this weather here definitely got my allergies going. So I love this. This helps me a lot, man. My eyes will be itching, throat's on fire. I'm using this spray called Allergies. It's really helpful. If anybody, I'll actually, can I type in the chat here? This has been saving my life, because for some reason I just typed the link in the chat where I got it from. But for some reason, the pollen intake must be higher or something, because my allergies have been bothering me. So I like it because I don't like taking Zyrtec medication and stuff like that. I don't like how it makes me feel drowsy, and I don't want to be dependent on medication. It's a homeopathic spray, which is all up my alley for those who do know me. And did I introduce myself on the live? I have a tendency to doing that. Y'all know or don't know, my name is Elsie Thriver, the Thriving Entrepreneur, and I'm here to help you build and brand your business, help you to open your mind, things to make you go, and gut checking your business. Boom. So there's my spread. But, yeah, I really like that spray, because the allergy spray, because like I said, I don't like taking medication and all that good stuff, or whatever, and my throat and my eyes will be itchy. Literally, when I spray it, like about 10 minutes, it feels way better. So I typed the link where I got it from, and it's called Allergies. But there's a lot of other ones. I take like the Body Balance. I take the Hair, Skin, and Nails. And some of my nails are like crazy long. So I like it a lot, and I don't like taking a whole bunch of pills if I don't have to. So like I said, that's pretty much it. You got a lot of feedback. Y'all got some allergy relief. Y'all got some info about how to infuse your water. Y'all know, like I said, I'm a health enthusiast. So, but that's pretty much it. I hope that was really helpful. Please share this with those who are actually maybe struggling with this in their entrepreneurship, in their entrepreneur business, on their whole entrepreneurship journey, period, and in their business, dealing with people. You might have somebody cursing out a client right now because they needed to hear this. So definitely share this. I love you guys. I hope you guys are having an amazing Thursday, and forgive me for looking how I look. Like I said, y'all really caught me just coming from the gym. I had to get my hair done, and I have an appointment, and I did not want to not go live. So like I said, tune in tomorrow. I'll be talking about marketing and getting your brand and product out there, and giving y'all some really key golden nuggets to help you and really gear in specific of what you should be knowing and doing when you're marketing and branding your business. So tune in. I see you guys tomorrow at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Have a good day. Elsie Thriver, signing out.